Hey everybody, welcome to Looking at the Markets with David Modell. Before I get started with the Bullish Harami and confirmation pattern, I want to thank each and every one of you for clicking on my sponsored videos. The promotional videos I do help to pay for this channel, and whenever you click on them and give them a thumbs up, I really appreciate that. You're supporting the channel, and it doesn't cost you anything to click on it and give it a thumbs up. So thank you so much for doing that. All right, so the Bullish Harami, I know this picture has the Bearish Harami as well, just to show you the difference. And I do have a video explaining the basics of the bullish and bearish Harami patterns, and so I'll put that link in the description below this video if you want to learn the basics first. This is more of an intermediate video. It's like the next step. I believe in looking for confirmation can be a good idea. Okay, because you don't necessarily just want to depend on a two candlestick pattern to decide, oh, well, this is bullish. You know, just because two candlesticks happen a certain way doesn't necessarily mean that the next candles are going to be straight up. All right, it doesn't work like that very consistently necessarily. So you can look for confirmation, but what does that look like? All right, first a quick review. Again, this is not going to be an in-depth review. Click on the other video, the basic one that I did, if you want the more comprehensive review. Bullish Harami pattern, just real quick, is we're just looking at the bodies. Okay, we're not looking at the wicks. And a bullish one is at the end of a downtrend. So you have some candles going down, 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 and then you got a bigger red one. Okay, so it opens here and then closes here, just looking at the body, not the wicks. But then after that, you have another one where it gaps up, okay, and then goes up. So it's going to be a green candle. It does not go up above the top of the previous candle, but it still goes up, okay, and that seems bullish. It's not super bullish, okay. I'm not going to use these two candles. That's not really enough by itself most of the time to tell me, oh, well, the next candles are going to be green, 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 up, 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 and away, okay? It's not like it closed way up here or something, okay? But it's somewhat bullish. It kind of tells me that maybe that's the end of the downtrend. Maybe the bulls are ready to take charge and take control, okay? And so the body of the green candle is going to be entirely contained within the body of the red candle before it. And so that's a bullish Harami, just the basic version of it, okay? And by the way, the bearish Harami, if you're curious, you know, it's probably going to be at the end of an uptrend. You get a big green candle, but then a red candle after that contained entirely within the green candle, okay? And so you get a gap down, and then it just keeps going down, but not all the way below this point over here, the bottom of the green candle preceding it. Anyway, that's the bearish, but today we're talking about the bullish one. All right, so you want to look for some confirmation probably after this. A two candle pattern is not enough. And so what I usually look for after that, I want to see a strong green candle, one that closes at least above the body here. If it closes above the wick as well, that's even better. If it's got some volume, look for the volume on the candle. That's oftentimes below the candle. You'll see the volume bars. If it's a nice big green volume bar, that's encouraging. But I probably am looking for a candle to close above the top of the body here on the red candle that precedes it, okay? So it may be the next candle, or it may take a while. You may have 2, 3, 4, 5 candles before then you get that big green candle that closes above on strong volume preferably, and that could be your confirmation to get in with a long position. Because, you know, again, this two candle pattern here, it's not like this candle closed way up here, okay? It just it's an inside bar, as they say, compared to this one, all right? And so it's mildly somewhat bullish, but probably not necessarily enough by itself, all right? So I'll show you what that looks like, all right? So you got down, 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 right? Big green candles. But then you get an inside candle here, okay? As you can see, it may be hard to see, but it is within. See, it's not always going to be textbook, is it? Where the green candle is exactly in the middle of the red candle, right? Sometimes it's going to be a little bit to the, you know, closer to the bottom, closer to the top, as long as it's within, though, all right? It's not always like a textbook, all right? In fact, let me home in on this. Let me make it bigger, okay, to show you what that looks like. Can you see? You know what? I'll make it even bigger for you. There we go. Let me really show it. Okay, so you had down, 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 and then can you see how this green candle is contained entirely within this red candle, okay? Yes, it's closer to the bottom. I'd like to have seen it closer to the top, sure, or at least in the middle. But hey, technically, this counts. This counts, okay? But it's not super bullish, all right? And so I want to see something close above there, above the top of that red candle. That's what I'm looking for, okay? Does it happen with the next candle? No. The next one? No. Next one? No. What about this one? This is where it gets interesting. See, you might want to wait for the candle to close. You might want to wait for the end of the period, okay? The end of that candle. All right. And these are 1 minute candles on Apple stock, by the way. But this is just math. These are just candle shapes. So it could be applied to other time frames as well. 1 hour candles or 5 minute or even daily 1 day candles. All right. It's just about the shapes. It's not about necessarily the time frame. All right. So look at this. Look at this fake out. Look at this head fake. Okay. So it might be wise to wait until the candle, see where it closes, okay? Because look, we're looking for something preferably above the top of this one, closing above it, okay? And this one had a big, long upper wick. Can you see it? It went up, 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 all the way up here. And if you got in too early, you might have thought, oh, I'm going to get in here because it looks like it's probably going to close above here. But look at that. Came right back down and did not close above this. Head fake. Look at that wick there. Head fake. Watch out for those. You can be patient. You can wait for the candle to close before you make a decision. Okay. I mean, it's looking good, but maybe not enough confirmation. Maybe not above this one yet. And look at the next one. Went down, right? But what about this one? Bam, there it is. I mean, that's conviction, okay? I did not put the, there wasn't room for me to put the volume up here, okay? But I'm going to guess with the size of this candle that there was a pretty good volume, okay? But you can look at the volume. Look for a big green volume bar as well for even better confirmation. But look at that. Look at that candle, okay? No lower wick. And it closed. There's a little bit of an upper wick, but it closed almost at the high of the day. I mean, it opened here or high of that. I guess it's that high of that minute because these are 1 minute candles. All right, but it opened here. Here's the beginning of that minute of that period, and then just no lower wick. So it just went up, 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 and at the end of that minute, almost it almost closed at the high. All right, so that's conviction. Clearly above here, above that red candle, the top of the red candle. And so that if you were looking for confirmation, I mean, this is it. This is what confirmation looks like. All right. So then what happened after that? Well, let's pull out of, let's see if I can do a little bit of magic here. I'm on TradingView, by the way. I want to give them credit. Look at that. So if you bought here, you would have done up, up, and away. Okay. Up, up, up. Nice, huh? Just kept on going up. Way up. All right. Look how far it went. My goodness. All right. Am I saying it works like that every single time? No way. Okay, this does not work 100% of the time. But confirmation, like we saw with this Apple example, can make you feel better about it. You can look for the volume for even more confirmation. You can use other indicators for even more confirmation. And you can look at the shape of the candlestick, all right? When there's no lower wick, that's oftentimes a good sign. That means that, they didn't bring it down at all, okay? That means it just started here and just kept going up. When there's no upper wick, because with an upper wick, look at that, head fake, right? Fake out, all right? But when there's no upper wick, that means for that period, it just started and kept going up and closed at the high. There was very little downtime during that period there, that candle, all right? So those are things you could look for. If you want to add some moving averages, if you want it to go above a certain moving average as well, you can use that. You can use moving average crossovers or whatever you like, MACD, RSI, stochastics, whatever confirmation you like. But this is one way to confirm without using other indicators necessarily, okay? Just by looking at the shapes of the candles, maybe add the volume bars as well if you want to add that, all right? So, hey, I hope this was helpful to you. And if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, why don't you go ahead and do that right now? Because I like to keep coming out with the free material, free videos for you guys and gals. And then if you want to pay me back, a great way to do that is whenever you see me put out a sponsored or promotional video, just click on it. Okay? I really appreciate that, and then give it a thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching and listening. I will talk to you again soon.